Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Thanks everyone for coming. Startup Grind All-Star Pitch Battle. Tonight we have a special format where we're going to have 1-minute pitches with one slide or less, and 3-minute Q&A for the judges to ask questions. How that's different than what we normally do is we usually have a little bit longer presentation for more of a crowd Q&A and feedback. When we finish all of the pitches, we are going to sweep the judges off to the side room so they could go head to head and determine who the best startup for Rochester is. While we're doing that, we're going to have Katie in the back come up and just kind of coordinate. Generally, while we're running off, we'll ask the founders to come up to do any Q&A and let the crowd ask questions. So we'll try to make that as quick as possible. Make sure we get out here for any of the Bills fans to be able to watch the Bills game tonight. But that's our goal. With that being said, just a quick kickoff. Startup Grind, for those that are new or haven't been to many of our events. We're a startup community. We have chapters all over the world. We're headquartered in Silicon Valley. Our goal is to inspire, connect, and educate the local startup community. So we try to be a feeder and a connector to all the good stuff that's going here and help people grow more companies. So tonight, this All-Star Pitch Battle is a feeder into a global pitch battle. The winners of this round will go on to industry-specific pitches. The winner of those rounds will go to be able to present at there's an AI summit which is focused on like AI and fundraising around AI. There'll be a virtual summit from Startup Grind out in Silicon Valley, but the winners for each industries will be able to present kind of the main stage of that conference. So with that being said, a couple other announcements before we dive into things. One is, if anyone's following our newsletter or seen that, we did win an award. So we're going to this chapter here in Rochester is going to host a Western New York delegation to go out to the next Startup Grind conference in Silicon Valley. So we are looking for the best and the brightest startups that would be of interest and would get value out of that type of trip. We're going to be running these types of pitch battles. It's kind of like feeder events up through next April when the conference is. We will be looking for startups that, again, would be a good representation of our region and get value out of that trip to make the connections there. So if you are interested, we have links on our website. You just reach out to me. If you know a startup that is pre-seed to entering Series B, anywhere in that range, I know it's wide, feel free to make a referral, connect. Again, we want to make sure that we're sending the best out there, but it's also the people that are going are that they themselves want to get the most value out of it. So need everyone's help here, and if you are one of those startups, again, we'll find out tonight. But also feel free to reach out. So we're going to be working on a series of events to do that. Also, NextCore has gotten some scholarships that they're offering for startups. So I think that's through Dustin M&T. Yeah. So apply.
There's an information session on it on next Thursday.
I just noticed coming out here, when you come in and out of the location here, the little QR codes to go sign up. So grab those links. Maybe I'll run and grab those 2 presentations, bring them in here for a minute. Yeah. All right. And then a couple events coming up. So tomorrow, if you want to get together with other entrepreneurs, Rock Growth is having a coffee event at Bar Bantam. They do them third Thursday, so it just happens to be tomorrow's the third Thursday.
Right.
Third Friday. Thank you.
Today's Thursday.
Brain is scrambled. Thank you. It takes a village to keep a MCN on task.
Just he sent me an email at 4 in the morning. So.
You guys will be able to see that pitch if you stick around for after the event ends. I will run that pitch for anyone who wants to see it, and you can have fun with that. The next couple updates. Lindsay Ward, if you were here last month, who runs the SBDC for SUNY Brockport, she's also leading another event called Innovate Her. And that'll be at FLX AI, and Carla George is the CEO of that organization. She's done fireside chats with us as well. So if you're interested, it's focused on women, but it's not only women can attend. So please encourage and join. She's supportive of everyone helping further the community.
Yeah, she said she wants it's like
there we go. So sign up and go. With that being said, the next item, Jack Greco recently reached out, asked where all the pre-seed startups are in the area. He has an event through Springboard as well, but there'll be like a VC chat in the next week where they're going to be talking about like trends in venture capital, but he's getting a bunch of the VCs that come traveling to Buffalo, and he put out a post on LinkedIn, which I shared on our links here, and I'm happy everyone's interested to kind of get you that link tonight, even though it's not on the screen, but I will be happy to share that with you. If you're interested in filling that form out, the VCs would have to opt in to meet with you, but it's a chance to meet with folks that are not from the area, get their perspectives and opinions, and then also just interact with Jack, who's runs his own venture fund, but also is an angel investor. He was one of the founders of ACB Auctions, if anyone remembers that. And then lastly, going back to another event at NextCore, there will be an AI Jam. So it's October 24th, but it's a weekend-long event. They'll be teaching people about building things with AI, and then they'll kind of be partly, you'll build like a hackathon style and then present, to kind of win fame and glory at the end of that weekend. All right, so those are the announcements. Keep things moving. Going into the pitch battle, so wanted everyone to see when we do have a rubric, so we're not just picking our favorite. Even if you tried to bribe me earlier tonight, you'll have to go through the judges and their criteria. I'll pop up on the screen in a minute. We also have a Google form for folks to fill out per startup to have a crowd choice award. So if you guys want to submit, as people are presenting, the big part of that is to kind of give people feedback and potentially, help make connections or help, provide advice. So if you're filling those out, there's a text box to actually help the startups, give them feedback, what's going well, what they should think about. Also, again, sending resources or links. But there will be a quick number scoring, so we'll tally those up as part of the deliberation. So we'll have the awards from the judges' view, and then we'll also have an audience choice award. But this is the general rubric, general goals, what startup here is the most investable and have a chance to move on to represent Rochester in that national summit. So now I'd like to introduce our judges. I'll ask each one of you if you could kind of just give a quick hello, give a quick intro for yourself. I'm going to start just based on who's on the slide, but like Flossie, if you could give everyone a quick hello.
Hi everybody, I'm Flossie Hall. I'm the CEO of Stella Foundation. We're a national nonprofit focused on female founders and female investors. We are headquartered in San Diego, but we have programming nationally, kind of like Startup Grind, including a chapter here in upstate New York. We have education, curriculum, an accelerator for women getting ready to raise pre-seed, and an angel capital arm called Stella Angels for those actively raising capital. We also work with women investors all over the country or to ignite and activate more women on their investing journey. All of our programs are free. Sign up, join us online. We have events locally. We also have conferences nationally. We just sent 15 women to San Diego next week for our big venture summit and conference. So make sure you tap in or tell the ladies about it, or all of the other incredible humans in this room can sign up, mentor, teach, give back, volunteer. So thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Hannah. I work down at the Commissary. Has anyone been down there before? Okay, a couple hands. I always love to give tours of the Commissary if anyone is interested. So we are a food business incubator and shared commercial kitchen. So I have the pleasure of working with a lot of food businesses. I'm very excited to be here today. Upstairs neighbors. Yeah, they do a whole bunch of different things down there. Anything from nonprofit work to marketing, event planning, and I work a lot with our members.
Thank you. Last but not least, we have Eric.
Yeah. So Eric Leinberg, I'm a serial entrepreneur in the software as a service space. Current business is called Infopresrve, and I'm also one of the organizers for Startup Grind.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. So then, what are we fighting for, right? So this again feeds into our national organization, and there will be that AI summit for the folks that move from this round into the regionals, and then if somebody wins the regional, they'll be representing Rochester at the National Summit. But here locally, right, you will become the Rochester Startup of the Year. That'll last for a whole year, right? We'll get you guys featured on our site, on our YouTube. There's also a startup on YouTube. There's a locals channel for all the chapters to kind of share. So we will get these videos posted. If the winner wants to re-record like a minute pitch, so that's kind of like the requirement. We will have the minute pitch from here, but happy to do one that's like much more manicured for the winning team and sidebar for that. So happy to work with you guys on that. This, again, will be a qualifier for the pitch battle that leads to the virtual summit. There's also an annual global pitch battle that we do that is a feeder into the national conference. So this will qualify you into that. Some of you have been around or participated in that one in February, January timeframe. So with that being said, we had some very generous people donate some extra prizes. Yes, and our judges just happen to be some of the people donating those prizes. So I don't want to misstate anything, but so feel free to jump in or whatever. But Hannah and Flossie both are providing tickets to upcoming events for the organization. If you want to give a quick plug on what those events are.
So we are having our 5th anniversary Fundraiser, which is a really fun event. If anyone has been to like the Food Link Festival of Food, it's very similar. So our entrepreneurs will sample their food, so that could be anything from a CPG good to someone that does like Nigerian catering. So we'll have 30 people, there'll be drinks, a lot of good food, a lot of fun, and it'll be a good night.
When's that?
It is October 10th.
And then Flossie.
So Stella Foundation has our first upstate New York Gala on November 5th. It is black tie. We're expecting a couple hundred people, but we also have our first cohort of Stella with the Rochester Women's Business Center of Ideation to Launch. So we have 20 graduates that will be pitching their businesses live at the event, plus a few Congress people might be showing up to hand out some certificates, and it is a fundraiser to help fund the chapter for upstate New York for the next year. But food, fun, dancing, it's at the Whitehall Mansion in Brockport, November 5th. And then we have Elevate Women's Summit in April. It's a one-day business conference downtown at Harbor, and we can give a ticket for that as well.
Oh, all right. Bonus prizes. Yay! And we will also have a small cash reward from the SpringboardNY organization. When we're setting this pitch battle up, we're still like figuring out if we're getting this funding or not. So please attend future of these because we can have juicier prizes from them as well. But I had to make sure I could cover this out of my own pocket for today. So with that being said, we are gonna start kicking this off. I think our next slide is the order. So this QR code on the screen here, I guess this is the roll call for the startups, but this, if people do want to provide input, you could use this QR code, and then also this would be the mechanism for us kind of picking the crowd winner. So even if you just do the numeric scoring and hit submit, you'll have to pick which startup because it'll tally them all up. But we're going to go through this. We have a decent amount of startups here, so thank you again for everyone who applied. But we're going to call our first startup to the stage here. So Alicia, if you could join us. Our timekeeper is Nate.
I'll give you 3-0 for half, and then I'll do 10, and then 5.
Great, thank you.
All right. And then similarly, if he's just going to chime in.
My
for-
slide.
Yeah. When the judges ask the Q&A, he'll also be thank you.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I can. Yeah, sorry.
Hi, my name is Alicia Smith, and I'm the founder of Kind Soul. I have a question. How many people here have a family member that's aging at home? That's a lot. Okay, so 93% of elders do not want to go into a nursing home. So they do not want to go to a nursing home, so they stay at home and they age at home. Like many families, I saw my mother-in-law struggle and become more isolated because her caregiver stayed in another room on her phone and didn't interact with her. Unfortunately, this is a result for many millions of families. Current agencies are impersonal and costly, and so that's why I created Kind Soul. We're an AI-powered platform that matches Kind Souls and seniors together. based on their passions and their interests. We tidy up and do meal prep, however, we put the senior first. The demand for this has been overwhelming. We have a wait list of families in New Jersey and New York. Our opportunity is to transform senior care, and we're seeking to build and scale our AI-powered website and app. So that's our ask. Does anyone have any questions?
What is the stage of your platform? Is it currently a website? And
No, that's what we're asking for funding to build, to create, yes.
So can you talk a little about your revenue stream and what that's going to, how that's going to be?
Right, so we have a CFO of the company that has a very strong financial model. Our net profits, net smart revenue model. The councils are gonna earn 67%, and councils are earned 33%. We're gonna break even in year one, and we expect anywhere from $750,000 to $1 million in top line sales in the second to third year.
what are you actually charging with that?
We're charging $20 an hour for the council and a service fee of $10 that goes to council.
And is that app for use then?
Yes, correct, yes.
Do the people that sign up to be a caregiver, do they have to go through a lot of background checks?
Yes, actually I have a background at Sterling. I was a background investigator, and I had a degree in criminal justice from RIT. And so that's my strong point, so safety's first, and they all have to go through strict background checks. And we also have a NAVX app, emergency response system that the councils and seniors can use, and at touch of a button can get help in an emergency.
I'm not super familiar with senior care, so I know you said that they do meal prep and light household tasks. Is that what most people need in this scenario?
It's completely non-medical, and yes, but we have a council market online where how we're different is that we do hobby, we rediscover past passions and introduce new interests with the senior. And so if they used to, take pictures, we'll do photography with them, and we'll have a link to an Amazon store where they can do model airplanes, play harmonica, whatever, and we're gonna, interact with them the whole time we're there with them.
And you say you're using AI for matching, that's, so what does that mean, how are you doing that?
Okay, so when a senior and a council both fill out a questionnaire on the form, and it matches them based on their interests. If they like the Bills, we'll match them with someone who's like. It's a whole algorithm that matches them, their cultural preferences, and then then we send 5 council matches to the senior and their family, and they can interview those, whoever they choose of that list.
Was the form designed to pull out, it's like the right kind of information to maximize the matches, or?
Yes, exactly.
So who came up with it?
I have a graduate from the Simon School that actually, I worked with him together on it, and we built it together.
That's it for questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, next up, we have Emma Tech. Did Emilio show up here? Okay. Next up, we have Palpatine. Caelan.
Start now? Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Caelan Gold. I work for a family office where I'm an analyst, and I do insights into politics, stocks, real estate markets, and everything like that. And I came up with this idea called Palpatine, where I noticed a very large inefficiency in the political landscape between politicians and their constituents. And so what I'm trying to do here is create a government technology platform that takes the current state of campaigning and leading people from like some egotistical rich person spewing platitudes and such, and transforming that into a more modernized platform where it focuses on building leaders within communities and everything like that, and really connects, say, the local constituent body with their representative and such, more in just the way of like, you calling your congressman and them not answering. All right, that's it there. 5 more seconds. Questions?
What's the stage of the current, is it an app, is it a website, is it a software, and what stage are you in? Is it just ideation?
Yes, so it's currently a software. There's a QR code up in the top right. You guys take out your phone, you could go to the site right now. It's oriented towards the recent Rochester mayoral election and everything like that. Kind of runs down a little bit about how that outreach goes and the connection to the voting body and everything. I've spoken with a couple campaign managers, a couple candidates, and been learning about that process and such. And so it's in the prototype phase, I would call it.
Who is like the ideal user? I think, to me, politics can be very divided. So who's the person that's looking to use this?
Yeah, so you'll notice in our logo here we got red and blue, and that's because I'm hoping that this is a platform more about everybody coming together and building a community and such. So I'm not necessarily specific to any party or anything like that. So ideal user would likely be average voter.
Some take anybody's money?
Yeah, pretty much.
So that said, what's your revenue model?
Yeah, so it gets really complicated here with campaign financing laws and everything like that. It's looking like it will have to be about, we're trying to do grassroots movements of like $5 donations per people, where they specifically choose who they want to elect for a specific position, and galvanizing them into action there, and hopefully transforming that into a sustainable campaign that raises several hundreds of thousands of dollars that's necessary to actually winning and everything like that.
So this is actually a fundraising platform?
I mean, we're not trying to facilitate the actual fundraising necessarily. That it gets complicated again. The candidate actually has to do it because you can only donate so much money to a candidate if you're an organization.
I'm not getting who's paying what for where.
Yeah, so initially how it works is we approach a community of users online, direct outreach, in person, stuff like that. We say, okay, who do you want to run for your local office and everything like that? More than just a party picking a specific person and saying, this is who's going to run on the Republican ticket or the Democrat ticket. And then they say, okay, we want that person, John Smith to go and run. And so then we go to John Smith and say, listen, your community really wants for you to run and everything like that. And we're seeing this much demand for you. We're expecting to raise this much on your behalf and everything like that. And we're going to facilitate that.
That's it for questions.
I was just going to ask about your legal mode with hacking or hackability, somebody getting in and skewing the data that you have.
Oh yeah, I mean, we use top of the line cloudwares and such. I'm not like hacking this together on my computer at home or anything like that. Microsoft handles cybersecurity pretty well. I know.
All right, next up we have Matt with Stellar Targets.
How's it going, guys? My name's Dr. Matt, and I'm a technical guy. I'm an expert in nuclear fusion, if you can believe that. I wrote a book. I've been consulting for a number of years, actually 7 years. I've worked for the European Commission, Honda, Westinghouse, hedge funds. I make money helping investors rip apart fusion startups. And about 4 years ago, I realized that there was one consumable part that was missing from the landscape, and it's something that Rochester can do really, really well. It's called a target. And it's the fuel for a certain class of fusion power plants. So my business pitch is pretty straightforward. It's 3 stages. Step 1, you sell little parts of targets, like a web portal. You're an Amazon web portal. Step 2, you're a jewelry store. You take the specs, you make a custom piece, you ship it out to the client. Typical contract, 5 to 10 million a year per client. There's 8 companies, it's business to business sales. Step 3, you mass produce the targets. It's a multi-billion-dollar market.
Time.
So this is business to business service? Is this a service-based company?
It's consumable. You ship a part, they use it, they need another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. They need 50 a year per client. You get recurring revenue contracts. 1-year contract, 5 to 10 million a client for the whole year. You get 3 of those, you got enough to hire 50 people in Rochester and have a machine shop. It's a huge market, and no one is going after it. And we have the capability to do it right here in this city, and we're not doing anything about it. Fusion has raised $13 billion. We have 45 startups around the world right now. We are 2 years away from the first all superconducting tokamak being turned on, which may produce power for the first time in human history.
What's your traction today? What have you done personally, or is it still in ideation phases?
We are selling little doohickeys on a website, okay? Little parts. Got a business partner, filed a patent. We have a patent in the process. I don't know if you've ever tried to deal with USPTO, but they suck. They're horrible.
How many doohickeys have you sold so far?
A couple. Yeah, just to one client, Blue Laser Fusion. They're stewing on it. There's 8 companies, and they've raised about $2 billion in their war chest.
How did you get that? Why?
I've been in this space since 2006. I got a PhD in this. I got a PhD in targets.
You have more contacts you think that you could connect with?
Yes. You guys haven't heard about Fusion. Nobody has, but you're going to hear about it. In the next 2 years, you're going to hear about it, especially when Commonwealth Fusion Systems turns on their Spark facility in Massachusetts. Right now, the world record is 69% of net power. We think Commonwealth can break that. We think Commonwealth can break 100%.
Okay. And who else was that part of your team?
Jack Hurley, he's an MBA. He's 61, he works out of Princeton. The 2 of us work together remotely. He's ex-Verizon, ex-Siemens, ex-GE. I've also got a lot of friends and neighbors and supporters in the Fusion world.
Can you just explain again why Rochester, and is anyone else doing this somewhere else?
The Laboratory for Laser Energetics has about 35 people that has a target department that produces these things. Basically, we want to do what they do in a commercial venue. But the U of R needs to agree to that, and they haven't. So that's a barrier. Last year, we wrote a $4.7 million grant. The Trump administration disrupted the funding.
And you said you're trying to get a patent. Right?
Yes.
What happens if you don't, or you feel confident that you will?
Yeah, legal freedom to operate is a good question. I don't know the answer to that. If I don't get a patent, I don't have a leg to stand on. I have to worry about, yeah.
That's it for questions. Thank you so much. One last check to, oh no, so Max Irwin's up next.
I guess while he's coming up, Ben Brundage has not shown up yet. All right. So Ben number 2.
I'm good.
Do you want to pitch?
I'll take a pass.
All right.
Next time.
You want to pitch somebody else's slides?
That'd be fun, but.
Talk about thinking ahead.
Every time I win.
Take one.
Double all the prizes.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Max Irwin. I'm here to pitch Lumi. So imagine you are a commercial real estate holder, a broker, or agent, and you've got 72 tenants, and every tenant has a lease that's 40 to 150 pages long. You have to keep track of all this every day, all the time. You also hate technology and you hate apps, and you just want to use your email, and you want to use your phone, you want to use Word. Lumi is an automated email assistant that you can email documents to, and it will respond in minutes with spreadsheets, reports, answers, everything. I'm Max Irwin, and that's Lumi. QR code is actually an email address. You can email it a PDF right now, and it will summarize it for you for free.
What's your revenue model?
My revenue model is either per user or per square foot, whichever is cheaper. I co-built this with the largest real estate holder in Rochester, Buckingham Properties. We charge either $199 per month per user or a penny per square foot per year, whichever is cheaper. There's 100 billion square feet of commercial real estate property in the United States, by the way.
What's your revenue to date?
Our revenue to date is a little under 1,000.
What are you doing next to take it big? Yeah.
I've been marketing and working with different companies and doing stuff. You know, I'm a founder, you do stuff, you try to talk to people, you call people, you email people, you do advertising, all the good things.
Is 1,000 MRR or ARR?
MRR.
Why specific to just real estate?
You're just gonna see a lot of AI solutions that just kind of do everything for every document. It's very confusing and it muddies the focus of the product. This is very specific and it has a very targeted focus, and the people who use it love it because of that, because it self-organizes around properties, around tenants, about the workflow that the firms go through. Instead of just like some general thing like, you know, ChatGPT, you can upload a document, it'll summarize it for you, but it doesn't keep stuff organized in the way that you need it to. It doesn't do quite the right things for you, so it's been very tuned to do this. I have 15 years in expertise in search and AI around heavy text, including contracts, legal, compliance. So that's my expertise, and I know how domains work, and I know how the workflows need to operate for a focused business purpose. The return to value on this is immediate. Like you can get common area maintenance, like billing, is like crazy hard, because taxes are always changing. You get a snowplow comes in and charges you a different rate, and it's all shared across the property and all the different tenants in the property, and a lot of firms are just leaving money on the table. You could just upload a new document and get a spreadsheet instantly that just modifies it like that, instead of spending a week trying to figure out who owes what.
So what made you pick this market?
The market picked me because I was on WXXI Connections talking about AI, and somebody from Buckingham contacted me and said, we need this for real estate, so I went to talk to them. This is how it happened.
Yeah.
Have you done any other customer discovery with other firms, real estate agents, brokers, to see if they would need this, use this, and pay?
Yeah, I've got a couple customers. I also found out early on to stay out of residential, because residential is very easy to do. That's a common question, but it's very focused towards commercial real estate. All right, thank you.
How small of a commercial real estate company will you work with?
If you pay me at least $50 a month.
What about 5,000 square feet? What's that coming in, $5? $5?
That sounds like a small mansion.
I have minimums. I have minimums.
I'll stick with my ChatGPT. All right, next up we have Airdrop Acres with Phil.
Let's go, Phil.
Sorry to wake you up. Didn't mean to wake you up. Wait. Sorry, Phil.
Send them up, send them up.
Didn't mean to wake you up. We have Moka Energy with Tom Seymour.
Yay!
Sorry, skipping somebody made me screw up. At the end of the day, it's really just about you guys. It's not about me.
Hi, my name is Tom Seymour, and I'm co-founder of Moka Energy, the country's first whole bean coffee bar. I'm excited to get up in front of you tonight and tell you a little bit more about our innovative product. So I'm up against the competition with founders that are largely representing tech, But I'm here to tell you that food is highly investable. So you have to be innovative, disruptive, and also delicious. You don't have to take my word for it. You can take a look at some of these great brands and their extraordinary exits. Our margins are healthy, and we have engagement with national retailers and have closed some funding. The product has 80 milligrams of natural caffeine. It's a gluten-free and vegan, low sugar, low glycemic, high fiber and prebiotic. It has upcycled plant-based protein and rich in antioxidants. Our team is diverse and experienced, setting us up for investment. And our beans are ethically sourced, and our packaging is sustainable. And we hope that you love the product and choose to send us on to represent our region nationally. Thank you.
How much revenue have you obtained to date, and what do you need for the next phase?
So we are currently pre-launch, but we went to market with our whole coffee beans that we use to make the bars as a gimmick to raise money with an 80% profit margin. We've sold a few $1,000s worth of coffee. We're currently in a pre-seed round raising $600,000. We just got word that we closed our lead investor, and with that we should quickly close the rest of the investors. We're hoping to close the round in October, and that'll help fuel our growth for the next 18 months.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your production line look like?
We are co-pack. So I come from packaging and food manufacturing background, and what I know is that so many people think that like the dream is to make your own thing, but it's complex and expensive and rarely successful. So you should utilize other people's tools. The same way if you're gonna put a roof on your house, you might not go out and buy a pneumatic nail gun. You'd be better off going to Home Depot and renting theirs. So it's that same premise, using the resources that already exist. But there is a factory here in Rochester called DeCoco, owned by Alex Vignari, and eventually we would like to move back to Rochester. Today we are in Chicago making product because Alex's lines are too busy running Wegmans products. So.
Who's the ideal customer?
Our ideal customer are women ages 18 to 55. They make 90% of the household buy decision in grocery stores. And we've tested it we've made about 1,000 bars to date on a pilot line, and we've tested it with various different people, and we found that the most receptive are women in that age group.
And I will say, since the last time you were here, it's like, now we got like a nice package and everything, so.
Yeah, we got a small pilot run that came off of a production line. So that is made in a factory. We have another run coming up in October, another one in December. We have early engagement with a national retailer that's looking to cut us in the second half of February of 2026.
Yeah, so who are you talking to, or do you have anybody lined up to sell them?
Yeah, so our initial retailer is Whole Foods, and I have about 15 other small independent retailers in and around the Western New York region that have agreed to take product when it's ready.
Are you just going retail, or are you gonna do e-commerce?
We're doing e-commerce. Our first year we're focused on building a cult following, so focused on small regional and direct consumer through e-commerce, going into Whole Foods, and then growing and potentially launching nationally with Whole Foods, and then engaging other retailers like Sprouts and Mothers and Wegmans, being very strategic about the growth, because growth in retail is very, very expensive. It takes a lot of money, and if you get out over your skis, you'll fail.
That's it for questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Next up, we have Phil.
Say only if you post on social media.
Like
yes.
Oprah, a bar for you, a bar for you, a bar for you.
I screwed up his mojo.
Thanks. You gotta have more energy.
Tom, will we see these bars at the AI Jam?
Yeah, you may start seeing Moka coffee showing up in a pot here at Start Right now.
Oh.
Thank you.
Our official coffee sponsor, startups for Rochester.
Great, so hello everyone, my name is Phil, and I'm building Airdrop Acres. What we do is we educate and help people invest in crypto airdrops. A lot of you are probably wondering what the heck is a crypto airdrop. Essentially, it's just free token rewards that projects give out to users that engage with them early on. A good way with that I like to describe is if you think about when you go to Dunkin' Donuts, you spend a little bit of money, you get some points, you get free stuff in the future. It's pretty similar, just in crypto ultimately, and we're kind of a one-stop shop solution. You come to us and we have a free community there in the bottom right on Discord. We teach you about airdrops, we target, tell you what projects to look at, and then we also have a dashboard where you can come and you can deposit your funds into, and our expert team will come, we will target specific projects that we like and deposit them into the airdrops to basically, so you don't have to do the work essentially, because typically you'd have to, go and engage, do a lot of tasks, that sort of thing, ultimately. A little bit on our statistics at the top, and yeah, that's what I'm working on.
Let's go, Phil.
So how did your organic users find this?
Yeah, so I have kind of a built-up Twitter account, influencer account in the crypto niche. So I've been promoting it a lot, and people love the community. That's kind of how they all found out about it, built it up, and that's where we get most of our clients from.
What are the regulatory requirements around what you're doing?
Yeah, so I mean, I can get into that for sure after. There's a lot, but technically,
enhanced protection.
yeah, we're fully compliant. Technically, it's structured under a DAO, which is technically decentralized, and we have other kind of, we've done our homework to say the least.
Just take his word for it.
Yeah.
Now on this.
Or I can,
Like everything else with crypto?
This guy Sam Friedman helped us out.
yeah.
How do you make money?
Ultimately, so in the DAO tier, we take a percentage of profits. So if we make you money, we get paid money, and then also we take a percentage of the balance monthly, just for maintenance costs, basically. But it really is just like an incentive-based model. So we will only get paid if you're winning alongside us, basically. So it's it's in the best interest of us, the business, but also the customers that are depositing, ultimately.
What are the next steps? Like how do you see this growing?
Ultimately, I'd like to grow out the team and target more drops. Right now, it's purely just me, and I have our CTO. We have a few developers under him that we're building out scripts for to do some of these automatically. But being able to target, there's hundreds of these projects that are basically, honestly, just crypto startups that are all launching, giving out free tokens to people, and we want to be able to target as many of them as we can. But we purely just don't have the resources at the moment. So ultimately, just scaling everything up is the biggest goal, honestly.
How many users do you have now?
We have over 1,000 in the free community, and deposits into the DAO, we have over 25 investors.
How much are you raising?
Honestly, we're not raising, it's fully bootstrapped. I'm just trying to get people into the DAO and participate or the dashboard so we can help them and also teach them in the community to help them win, really, yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
If everyone wants to get in, right?
Yeah, scan the QR code.
Phil will be having office hours with me later this week to help me hook this up to my account.
It's not as complicated as it seems.
So he can leave my crypto account dry. All right, next we have Drew. Startup Grind did have a DAO for trying to do like crowd investments. Couldn't raise the other VCs to back the DAO because they weren't being the DAO. So. But thank them now. So. Good luck.
So, hey guys, I'm Dhruv. A little bit about me. So, I'm a graduate student pursuing artificial intelligence. And last year, during my college admissions, I lost $50,000 in academic scholarships. Yes. Academic counseling is complicated, and just like me, 264 million students across the world every single year face the exact same problem, but not anymore. Presenting to you Nuiva. It's the world's first fully autonomous academic counselor. So just imagine, students now can just head over to their device and just talk to Nuiva, and just like a human counselor, instantly Nuiva will shortlist universities for you, find the scholarships for you, and even remind you of your deadlines. So we launched early this August, and I already have 1,000+ students using it. And my vision is clear to make sure students just like me, across the globe, they should have a fair shot at admissions. Because like every person on planet Earth was once a student. So,
Time.
yeah. wanted to put a QR code in there, but then it's sort of like it was going to mess up the PPT. So I thought like, yeah. So you guys can go or Google and just type nuiva.app, and then if you guys have anyone who's going to college, they can start using it.
What's your success rate for your 1,000 students so far?
All right, so this started off as a side project over the summer. I mean, I built it for my classmates back in India who were supposed to come to the US. And then turns out, they were like, it's working fine, let's spread it out. So now it's like, it's just growing, and then I have like 1,200 people using it right now.
Can this give, I'm trying to think of how I want to word this, more like anecdotal, kind of like emotional support in this journey rather than just like, here's a list of schools that fit what you want? Like, can it give kind of that personal touch almost, if you will?
Correct, exactly. So the main concept of the app is the student shares everything about themselves. So, they might have like something which happened in their life, which might be, motivating, or something which got them out through something. Now the AI, which I've trained it understands like that personal point might be able to, you can put it up in your essays or something. It might help you find your major. So that's how I trained it. So it's trained on data of every single university on planet Earth. So students sitting in Nigeria can apply to Australia without having to go through any counselor. Yeah.
How do you make money?
It costs each speech to text and text speech session costs $3 for a student having a conversation for about 150 minutes. So I will be charging $5 a month, and so the profit margin will be $2 per student.
What's your capacity as far as memory?
Sorry?
What's your capacity to hold all these conversations? Will you tap out at some point?
Maybe if I have every student on planet Earth using it, then yes. But up till that, it's good to go. I was an AI engineer at the Department of Defense back home in India, so picked up some skills, and it's my first project, which I built over the summer. So yeah.
Skills.
What are next steps?
Next steps, right now it's B2C, so I'm looking at getting at least 100K students on board before I can actually go over to the universities and start, a B2B business. So I'm like, the current infrastructure is broken. A student has to go through counselors and, look out on like Reddit and stuff and find out actually like the reviews, and it's all over the place. So this will literally like change the whole infrastructure. I'm thinking of like, it'll be like a DoorDash for students. Like just get over the app and then you're done.
So you it's like obviously you had friends that were using it, that was kind of your prototype or test case, and you're saying anybody around the world can use it, but how are we going to get anybody around the world to know about it?
Yeah, that's where I'm going to use the pre-seed to spend more on marketing. Right now, I feel like I'm Zuckerberg because like my classmates are my interns and they come like, when are you going to pay us? And I'm like, I'm not even paying myself. So like, what do you expect me to do? So yeah, that is the first pre-seed will get things like on a global scale.
That's it for questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next we have Behold World Art with.
Behold.
Thank you, Jim.
World Art Exchange.
Jeez, I can't speak right now. Thank you.
Oh, that could be a slide. I'm Jim Forward. I'm the founder of Behold World Art Exchange. Quick survey. How many people stream music? Okay, download books, binge TV shows. Okay, how many have had a good experience or experience like that with art? Okay, exactly. Well, there's one. Exactly. This gap here, this is real. These companies have built platforms to bring people and creative content together and monetize that content as digital IP. Now, art has nothing. Instagram kind of defaults into that space, but it's not a good art experience. It's really better than nothing. Okay, Instagram generates $70 billion riding over the top of creative content each year. Artists make nothing. Okay, there's never been a business model for artists in this world. Okay, until now. Behold is a mobile first swipeable discovery engine for artwork. Done.
Are folks looking to purchase art through this or just view it?
I'm really hard for it. Somebody
Oh,
come
yeah,
close.
are people looking to purchase art from this, or are
No,
they just
it's not.
viewing it?
Well, you can purchase. There is a marketplace on the back end.
Okay.
But artists only get a one-time sale from artwork, from their work. Okay, we're trying to help them generate revenue from their intellectual property. Their copyright can be monetized, just like a song.
Okay, and is this all visual art?
Or real art.
Visual art?
Visual art.
Okay.
You know, those people that paint,
Yeah.
those guys.
Okay. So mostly paintings, drawings,
Yeah,
that
it's really
sort of
starting
thing?
there. Those are the
Okay.
ones that don't have anything. This is true. There's nothing there right now.
What's your traction so far?
Pardon?
What's your traction so far? Do you have it, is this already fully built? Have you tested it? Where are you at?
We have a wait list right now with 4,000 people from 50 different countries. We're using Figma models in order to test their ongoing quantitative and qualitative research where we're testing the feature sets. We are not running, we are raising money to build them.
And how will the artists get the art into the platform?
How do they get it on the platform? They use their phone. Well, most artists today that have gone through school program, they have their
No, but I mean,
portfolios
they're not
already.
they're not gonna take a picture of their
Absolutely.
painting.
Well, go back to Instagram. Do you look at Instagram at all? Maybe not. And the people that do, there's really not a discretion for quality that there used to be. When I first started this project, I went to one of the professional photographers that I work with here in town. Ran a design studio for 35 years here. And asked him that question. That was 10 years ago. I said, how am I gonna get the art in? He said, Jimmy, you're gonna use this. Because he's already done it. So, the art world right now, if you're coming from a gallery standpoint, is way overblown. They're spending all kinds of time and money trying to get these high-res scans. You don't really need that. To view and enjoy the art and start to collect it.
And how are you like categorizing it? So it's like if I'm gonna go in, I want to look for art.
The idea, you'd onboard like in Spotify. So you're gonna select some things that we're gonna use, and the AI is gonna take a look at that. By the time you're into your homepage, it's gonna be loaded with artwork that you might like. Then we've got a swipeable. I talked about swipeable. It's like, if you don't like it, right into your own gallery. So now you're collecting art. You can curate that. You can share it with your friends on social feed. Okay, just automatically engage people and bring them back. You know, artists have been deprived of a business model that works for them. Okay, sell once means you make like hundreds of hours into multiple paintings, and you're lucky if you sell one. Okay, but if you can get the exposure and get it out there and get it people, the long tail of art is like the long tail of music. Okay, there's a match.
Well, don't a lot of artists have websites already where they put their stuff on?
I'm sorry.
Don't artists have websites where they put their art on?
Yeah, people do that. There are, the problem, you know, there's a place, we just started working with a company called .art. Am I done?
I already said the math.
I'll keep going.
Finish your thought.
You're good.
Last thought.
I'm sorry.
Finish your thought. Finish
Oh,
your statement.
You're good.
Well, so, wait for the questions. Say it again.
I'm tired.
So artists, so have their own, a lot of artists will have their own websites with their pictures of their art.
If you think about it, everybody's got their own website, it's fragmented in the art world. The concept behind that slide that used to be up there is called authoritative selection. So when Amazon had enough books that you knew you could find the one you wanted, you don't go anywhere else. So our goal is to establish authoritative selection in the world of art. That means enough study. There's billions of pieces of art leaning against walls.
All right, now we have Hunter with Advertier.
Close, Advertier.
Advertier.
Yes. So my company, Advertier, partners with semi-trailer leasing companies, turning their semi-trailers into billboards that travel all across the nation.
The challenge today is most large national brands, they outsource their shipping and supply chain, meaning they don't have trucks to advertise on. That's where we come in. So we just partnered with a premier graphics installation company that have actually done Wegmans semi-trailers for the last 40 years. And now we're also partnering with large brands and have interest from companies like Pepsi, Procter & Gamble, Anheuser-Busch, Capital One, and Buffalo Wild Wings. So it's a win-win. Advertisers get this new form of advertising and out of home. It's massive exposure at a lower price point, and it's a win for our graphics installation partner. It's a win for Advertier, and it's a win for everybody involved. So this is a good position for Advertier to be in to disrupt the $9 billion US out-of-home advertising market. Look forward to hearing your questions.
Is it a physical wrap?
It's a physical wrap, yep. And it's what they've been doing on Wegmans semi-trailers for the last 40 years.
So how long are these physical wraps meant to last or be changed? Is it based on the cost per ad?
So it's a one-time installation fee of $5,000, and they use different materials based on the duration of the campaign. So some advertisers might want a wrap that's only on there for a 6-month campaign, so they use a different material that's gonna come off in 6 months. But we also have materials that can last for up to 10 years.
And actually, I got to defer because you said you had, when we were talking, you said you had some, yeah.
Well, yeah, RIT was looking at this a while ago, so, but I'm not the judge, I can't ask questions. I'm super excited.
Well, all right.
Where
You want me to ask
are
questions?
you
Yeah,
at
but-
in the process? Have you actually wrapped anything, or is it still in ideation?
So our graphics partner, they've been doing the wraps. It's like the MVP is already done. It works. It's legal to be on the roads. So we're actually in final discussions with a few semi-trailer leasing companies who have thousands of blank white trucks that would be interested in this to increase their bottom line revenue.
So it's a graphics or a wrap partner that you're working with?
Yes, yep.
Okay, so you're the third party, middleman.
Yes, we work with the advertisers, and so we work with advertisers directly, and then also out-of-home advertising agencies who have networks full of buyers in the out-of-home space.
What would stop someone else from doing this? I feel like it's a great idea, like what if someone else took this idea?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the partnerships, really. It's partnerships with the graphics installation company that's 40 years of experience knowing how to put these wraps on. And then phase 2 of this, after our initial phase 1, is to develop our own graphics installation facilities that are closer to our semi-trailer leasing partners. So they don't have to travel to upstate New York to get these ads put on.
Is there a way that you can measure, like, gain customers from these impressions?
Gain advertisers?
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. When they see one trailer generates 10 million impressions on average per year. That's from one trailer. I mean, times however many trailers in their fleet they want advertisements put on, it scales up.
And you take into account like where, like from when they're putting the ads on, where the trucks are driving for the, whatever they're targeting?
Absolutely. So if an advertiser, say Anheuser-Busch, wants a regional truck that's going East Coast, we can line that up with the trailer leasing company to say this truck predominantly goes up and down the East Coast to target those demographics.
Why you?
As far as
Why you? What's your background? Why'd you pick this problem to solve?
I've been working on this since my undergrad at RIT since 2019. So
You
been
know
working
the
on.
advertising phase, like.
Yeah, I just saw one day I was traveling down the road and I was like, why, this is a huge opportunity, a blank canvas for beautiful advertisements to be on the sides of these trucks.
I can back that up. I was with them in 2019.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody else on your team?
Yep, so on our board and advisors is the senior director of brand and marketing for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, your whole team here. Could have the watch the Bills game with us afterwards. Next we have Yang.
Yes.
The right side, okay.
imagine trying to run your business without knowing the basics. What your space is open, what it includes, as well as the right fit. That's the reality for beauty and wellness for professionals today. And for space owners, it means empty chairs and no clear way to find the right renters. I'm Yang Wen, founder of Main Connect, and I've seen this problem firsthand. 30% of salon spaces are left empty, while 1.3 million independent professionals are looking for space. Instead, they're stuck on long-term leases as well as chasing unreliable leads. Owners lose money and professionals lose clients. Main Connect changes this. We're the very first platform to be in the beauty and wellness space, and every listing is transparent and trustworthy. Professionals get the right space with confidence, and owners finally turn idle rooms into steady income. My model is simple. Commissions on bookings as well as subscriptions, reoccurring scalable revenue in a $1.7 trillion market that's already shifting to independent work. This is Main Connect, your space, your terms.
It's a good job of using your minute.
Yeah.
How many verified users do you already have?
So I don't have users right now. I've coded the entire platform myself with no technical background. I just have a wait list right now. I did surveys around the area. So right now, no users. I'm launching my MVP tomorrow.
Congrats.
Thank you.
How many people are on your wait list?
Not that many. So if you want to go on mainconnect.io and suggest anyone to go on, anyone in beauty and wellness. It doesn't have to be specifically salons. So say like med spas have reached out to me, Botox, chiropractors, mental health therapists. They want to go on, do my survey. It's only probably like under 50 surveys on both ends. So I have two customer segments: salon space owners. I call them space owners just because it's generalized, and then independent beauty and wellness providers.
What's your next phase after your MVP?
Let's see if there's product market fit. And then I bootstrapped everything and I did everything on my own. So I'd love to run a safe round and then have someone technical maybe join me, or if not, hire on, and then go from there. I have a little bit of background in BC, so that's what I would like to do. I just want to make sure there's product market fit before I take the responsibility of taking on money and not giving away equity, because especially with vibe coding with AI has helped me so much, and I don't think it would be possible to be what I'm doing today without it.
Do you have anybody helping you with marketing on the dual-sided marketplace?
No, not at the moment. I did everything on my own and created some plans, business model, and then marketing strategy and how I'm going to launch it. Would love to take any advice, or if anyone has suggestions, that would be great. And I'm at Galla Center Institute, and they've been guiding me and other mentors and networking at all of our events.
Okay.
Time for one more if you have it.
Next we have Katie with the Emerson Street Clothing Company. Yeah, do you need a certain technique?
Indian giver. You guys pass this around. Take this. I have something for you.
T-shirt, something back here.
Are you good? This isn't part of my membership.
Check that out.
No worries.
Hi everyone. How are we doing? Who likes to tailgate?
tell you about luxury women's apparel, licensed apparel in the collegiate athletic market. This greenfield opportunity will be a $4 billion industry by 2030. Emerson Street is positioned to be the leader, and they actually are leading the charge now. They have customers with, they're right now focused mainly on wholesale with major customers like Fanatics, Rally House, Dillard's. They're licensed with over 70 schools. They have relationships with all of these schools. And we are in the process of looking at strategic growth, growing out direct to consumer business, and furthering the reach into men's apparel, things outside of collegiate athletic wear for women. This is us, so go team.
20-year business revenue to date?
So about $2 million a year. So 20-year business. Within the last 24 months, it's been spun out as its own. It was part of a larger conglomerate. And so operating as a startup right now, and around $2 million a year. So great question. We have manufacturing partners in South America, Europe, and Asia. And currently most of the production is done in Peru and Portugal. And it's super high end, so a lot of the stuff wouldn't be coming out of China anyways. The sweater that I have on now retails for $130.
I'm interested to know if you've seen like an increase in women, like people buying women's.
Yeah, so I have been in the sports industry for about 6 years. I just left one of these 30 regional retailers, and every single college athletic department in the country is looking for high-end women's luxury apparel.
Is there a goal to expand into professional sports or just stay collegiate?
So they already have relationships with the country club network across most country clubs fall under a specific network. So they're also in a number of country clubs. I think we need to hone in on this, the collegiate space, and then there's opportunity to expand.
What's your brick wall right now?
I think it is the team needs more resources. The team, yeah.
What's the phase with the capital?
So very, very early stage. Like I said, I recently left another retailer. I've been brought on to do all that due diligence for them. So we are in the early stages of trying to decide what a strategic partnership would look like. Team is open, ready, solid team, very established team.
What's a successful exit or acquisition look like for them?
Fanatics, Fanatics Rally House, or a larger group like LVMA.
Is that the goal?
I think so, yeah. And very quickly.
And what would prevent them from doing it themselves?
What do you mean, like?
It's like finding somebody to design the clothes for them.
So we do, all of our designs are done in-house, and then we manufacture globally. So the creative director has 40 years of experience, understands the global market from a manufacturing perspective, has worked for companies like Ralph Lauren and Tommy Hilfiger, and also in the collegiate space.
Perfect. Thanks, everyone.
So, quick request. We had two startups drop out. We're moving on good progress. Would the team or the group be open for a add-in in the last minute?
Pitch your idea, Michael.
All right, so the answer is yes, but I'm not going to. So before that, our last regularly scheduled startup is Form Spotter with Phil McKnight. But we're gonna have one more add-on, so he's gonna jump in and go no slides. He can go naked. So. But Phil,
Hey guys, I'm Phil McKnight, CEO of a company called SpringboardNY. What we're working on is providing a service to personal trainers who are working with their clients. Typically they have an hour or 2 hours a week to work with them to help them perfect their form and deliver results to them in a period of typically 8 weeks before their clients lose interest or they're not starting to see the results that they want. That's really difficult with just that 1 to 2 hours a week that they have with them. So we built a tool that allows them to extend the value of service that they're providing by providing actionable insights and data to, like, based off the form, the repetition, like the motion, to make sure that the right muscles are being targeted as people are continuing to do the exercise that they're doing. What we built so far is a Telegram bot. It's like a machine learning tool that you can upload video of yourself working out to, and it'll give you analysis on the precision of your form, the accuracy, and making sure that you're moving things the right way without getting injured. What we see this building towards is Strava, which is one of the largest assets in the world right now. It is limited in the fact that it can't go into the gym with you. It follows geolocation, and what we're working on is a tool that can eventually begin to provide the same level of service and connectivity for partners that Strava provides to runners.
What's the cost?
Nothing right now, just our time. We're running it on a private server owned by our machine learning expert. We have, the bot itself is free to run, and we're just sending video to a server that we own privately. As it scales, we're looking at like the hundredths of a cent per video upload. The video uploads themselves are 30 to 90 seconds in size, but for us to be able to deliver, like, we're at tech demo level, like it works when we turn it on, but even the form spotter bot, which is the actual bot on Telegram, like it's only on when we're activating it, so we can't keep it running all the time yet.
I think the cost didn't even what.
Yeah, what are you charging for it?
Oh.
What's your revenue model?
Yeah, sure, sorry. Yeah, nothing right now. We're in product market fit stage. We're working with coaches at different universities and personal trainers to make sure that we're providing the information to them in a way which is useful and actionable. We're right now focused on honing the product and the technology itself to the users that'll be like acting on it and making sure that it's seamless in integration. Right now it's in Telegram. We're also moving it to WhatsApp and SMS, so that depending on what apps you're using, like we don't want to have somebody download an app, just like send it to them directly, like via text.
So I see you say trainers and coaches now, but are you thinking, like, with the Strava track, an individual person could do it? Like I could eventually use it.
So you can use this without a personal trainer. Like our marketing strategy is to provide this as a paid service to trainers. Right now, again, we're doing this for free for them, just like as we're at the ideation stage and pointing it towards them. But this is something that a person could use without a personal trainer. It just allows the expert personal trainer who studied exercise science to be able to be like, oh, your elbows are here, they should be here. You know, you're at risk of hurting your back as you do this. But a person could use this without a personal trainer.
Are you aware of any others that are doing anything similar?
There are others that are doing similar things, Pose.ai, but like they're mostly targeting the yoga industry, and there are some that are high precision sports like pole vaulters and others. Where we're working directly is, my view is if you want to open a restaurant, like it doesn't matter if there's other restaurants in town, you can still find business. We're focusing on making direct relationships with personal trainers and larger businesses that like, it's B2B2C initially because we want to integrate this eventually into the existing apps like My Coach AI, like Planet Fitness, so that you can interact with this and just have this be a baseline tool that these already existing apps can then use to enhance the value of their service, and for the time being just proving the validation of the market by reaching people ourselves.
Who's on your team?
Myself, we have a machine learning engineer and a backend developer. We're here because the resources that are offered by this program are specifically useful to get us to MVP. We only need about like $5,000 of server credits over the next 4 months to be able to reach MVP and move beyond the tech demo that we're at. So, we're AWS is offering $200 a month. We'd rather wait to raise until after we have about 10,000 users and after we've delivered something that we are comfortable selling. But, until then, we're just working.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This kind of looks like my sports career because I was sitting on the bench.
It's supposed to be the squad.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. All right, so I'm gonna bring us back to the slide. So if anyone wants to give some feedback to the QR code, but we're gonna have, I forgot the name already, the non-resident alien? Yeah. Yeah, all right, you wanna come up and present? Go back. So again, if everyone wants to just give feedback in general, here you go. But we got one last minute pitch to come in. Thank you.
All right. Hi everyone, my name is Bhuvesh. Don't need slides and 50 seconds. There's 1 million international students that come into the country every year spending $40 billion US. And out of that $40 billion, this age group is 18 to 22. For 10 years of their life, they go through the same habits and specific purchasing habits in their own countries. They come here and they try to repeat the same spending habits over here. So it's very easy to identify where the capital flow of those $40 billion are going on for. So one non-resident alien is creating a fintech product that basically gives cash back and also provides credit facilities to the international students coming into the country each year who basically do not have a credit score coming into the country, and also create effective partnerships of products and services that are specifically used by international students. Thank you.
Is this live already?
It's, I wouldn't say it's idea stage, it's beyond Figma screens and before MVP. So, but, sorry?
In the messy middle?
In the messy middle, but the real traction I would say is we've spoken with all the retail stores in Rochester that serve immigrant-based products, and we are partnering with them so as to give cash back to the students who are buying these products and services through our app. So bringing more footfall to the retail stores and getting cash back for the students, making it cost effective. So have had verbal agreements and user insight research over there, but yet to launch.
Can you give a couple examples of those types of products?
Absolutely. So everybody knows what ramen is. I didn't know what ramen was until I came here. We had a Indianized version of ramen called Maggi. Grew up eating that. After coming to America, never really got into ramen. I still go to the store to buy the specific international brand which is being sold in only that store in Rochester, to go out and buy it. So not available in Wegmans, not available on Instacart. You have to find out these retail stores to go at. Now imagine the same thing for housing. All international students are flocking to the same 3 monopoly or duopoly private equity owned housing because all international students are flocking together. Having partnerships with them and again doing the same cashback and making it cost effective for students. Partnering with 1 or 2 of the housing partners. Similarly with health insurance and so more so. Sorry, I gave an example and then went into.
I didn't mean to take away from the judge's questions, but that was perfect.
Yeah.
What do you need to do to get from Figma to MVP?
Need a little bit of startup capital. I want help from talented folks in the Rochester area. This is a company we are building by students for students. The team includes RIT students right now along with me. Open to anyone who's interested in building a proper fintech product. I envision that this can convert into a neobank down the line where we are serving debt facilities to the students itself for tuition, for other stuff. For now, so just talent, whoever wants to come in and help. It's scrappy startup early stage right now.
You got a CTO over there?
Yeah, I mean, I deal with students, so maybe this can be like a joint venture, I guess.
And it's like how are you planning on reaching your market?
International student, president of RIT Indian Association student when I was in college. On average, I speak to 100 plus incoming students each year into Rochester area. I make sure they are onboarded. So I know the purchasing habit, I know the spending habit, I know the mindset, and the digital channels which they connect to me is the same channels which I plan to market. Offline marketing as well.
I mean,
as
how do they find you? How do you get, I mean, it's like...
LinkedIn, Facebook groups, RIT accepted class of this year, RIT clubs which they reach out to. Different majors have these informal groups on messaging. The biggest, I would say, are competitors. I'm going to copy their marketing strategy, which there's a company called Zolve and Airdrop where they market offline within China and India. So they are spending much more capital even before the student is flying into the country. I want to copy that and do offline marketing over there.
Have you thought about approaching the colleges and universities to provide this to the students?
100% would want to do that. There's Flywire, which is a company which does fintech payments for international remittance, which is partnered with multiple universities. Aetna Health Insurance is partnered. There's a slow cycle with universities, but I think with enough students under the pipeline, that can be converted. But down the line, once we have a little bit more traction and capital to pursue those B2B opportunities.
What's the amount of capital you need?
So that's the tough one. Our immediate next competitor, Airdrop, raised $1.5 million. Partnered with Stearns Bank to have FDIC insured banking facilities. I envision I can do it in $1 million with the application, and also, so my target is Rochester has 10,000 students. Let's get all 10,000 together under one umbrella. Doesn't matter if it's break even or even at a loss, but I think I can do that in $1 million. But haven't started capital raise right now. My background is in venture capital, so that's my most favorite part to do. But haven't started anything on this other than building the product and MVP. Any questions? Thoughts?
No, that's it.
All right, great job. Any other last minute pitches? All right, we got one in the back. You guys got time for one more? What's the name of your startup?
Money Pigeon. Money Pigeon.
Money Pigeon? Yeah. Oh, all right. You guys up for one more? Two more. Judges, can you handle it? Two more. Judges, can you handle it?
Yeah.
All right.
Keep the Q&A short. Well, I'm going to keep it short. My name is Ibuka. Starting a startup called Money Pigeon. My background is I used to work as an AI engineer with Accenture, so I stopped working there to start a startup. So basically, what Money Pigeon is an AI-powered platform to allow digital nomads, immigrants, to be able to generate local currency debit cards and also be able to have access to local currency digital payment methods in different countries, because we notice that most times different countries have their niche digital payment methods, like we have in the US here, also like Venmo and stuff like that. They have it in other countries. So most times when digital nomads go to other countries, since they are earning in their resident country, they have an issue being able to kind of spend like locals when they get to those countries. So we created this to be able to allow them. So this is about $53 billion market, and we have already made partnerships. We have recently launched our MVP, and we have over 900 users right now trying to use it, and we are preparing to raise a seed round to be able to push it to at least launch. So, I said I'm not going to, so let me just stop here so I don't go over. Questions? Yes.
Where are your 100 users at?
Sorry?
Where are your 100 users? You said you have 100?
Okay, so we have some in the US, we have some in Nigeria. So the first corridor that we decided to launch with is US and Nigeria, because that's where most of our partnerships have been formed. So we have a partnership in Nigeria with the bank. We have like 2 partnerships in the US with fintech companies and also payment.
Do you have any big barriers?
Sorry?
Do you have any big barriers?
Yeah, of course. It's a fintech company, so one of the biggest barriers is licensing. But for us, what we are doing is to have a soft landing with partnering with already existing fintech companies. So when we partner with them, we can use it to start, and we now work towards getting our own license to be able to work on our own.
Can you tell me how it actually works? You said you're converting current currency to a digital debit card. Is that what you
So what we do is we have partnerships with local national banks in those countries. We do the remittance ourselves, so we allow them to be able to, an example is someone that is in the US and they travel to Nigeria, for example. They are earning in the US, so they have all their money in the bank in the US. So when they generate a Naira card, which is a Nigerian card, or they have access to mobile wallet, they have mobile wallets in Nigeria. So what they do is that they connect their bank in the US to the app. And the app, what the app does is that it allows them to be able to fund their wallet in Naira that they can now use and make payments in Nigeria. So we allow them to make that. It's more like having someone in the middle that allows them to get straight to them.
So is there then like a conversion rate?
Yeah, there's a conversion rate. So we give you a conversion rate, which is of course is a market price. We try to make it very competitive. So you have the conversion rate for you to be able to convert from dollar to Naira for that situation.
So that's like with your users, what's your revenue stream?
So right now we are pre-revenue.
Percentage or
Sorry?
Are you paying percentage on transactions or?
Yes, percentage on transactions. So we have a FX spread. We use FX spread to be able to, that's one part of revenue. Another part of revenue is we charge a small percentage fee, but it depends on the market because some markets, in order to be competitive, you might not charge a fee, but for some markets, we can charge a small percentage fee, maybe 1% on every fund in every transaction.
And is there a user subscription fee too, or?
No, there's no subscription. But part of the feature that we want to do is to allow people to be able to automatically fund their wallets. Assuming someone, maybe like a digital nomad that is living somewhere for a couple of months, they can automatically fund their wallets and always have money in their wallets. But it's not a subscription fee, basically.
All right.
Existential?
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, wow.
We should talk to Caelan about stock. All right, and we said we had one more in the crowd. All right. Everyone, Jess. What start will we be pitching?
Oh, which one? Full wristband.
All right.
Full. Any single people in the house?
Everyone will join.
Show hands. Be proud. You're single. Yeah. Anyone hate online dating or know somebody that hates online dating?
Yeah.
It's a problem. It's going downhill. Yeah, she gets it. She knows. My name is Jess, and I am on a mission to take online dating offline and put it back in the wild. With the opposite of a wedding band, a wristband that tells the world you are single and ready to mingle. Bold wristband. Bold because you have to be bold to wear it, bold to approach, and it secretly stands for boycotting online dating. That's the concept. You wear it around, wear it at the gym, see the other people, wear it in the grocery store, wear it at the startup pitch event, and people know you're open to having conversations and that you're single. So, thank you. And it has an NFC chip in it and membership and things. But that's the idea is it's a band, yeah.
Walk us to the user journey.
What's the
I
user?
walk up to you and I bump you with my what do I do? How do I?
You walk up and you're like,
hey, Jess, I like you.
It's like, hey, it's like Fight Club, you see it and you're like, hey, what happens in Fight Club? Yeah, so it's like, hey, Bold, I hate online dating too, right? Hey, what's your name? We both love avocados. We're both reaching for avocados. It just starts the conversation there, and then it just opens up the, hey, we're both single, we can both have conversations, and then if you do want to connect with somebody, you can tap the NFC, and it's like, hey, we just met in the wild, this is Jess, and then right now the MVP is this, and it's just sending text messages back and forth, but eventually it would be an app, but an app designed to protect privacy, not so much to put people back on an app. More so like you can then swipe and say, yay, let's continue to have a conversation, or it was really nice meeting you, I'm not interested in connecting romantically at this point. So also decreasing the ghosting aspect of never getting back to people and helping to create a community around being bold, being single, and also having kind conversations between people. There's also an event piece of it too, because you gotta get people out and about, and the events will not just be for singles, but be for people like everybody, and then the single people will be wearing the wristbands. So having to get events to help infiltrate the market and get it out and about. I wore this t-shirt around the Fairport Music Festival the last 2 years. I have an email list of about 200 right now. A lot of people are real eager to wear singles wristbands. I think the world wants it. It's just making it happen.
So since you,
Since my last
it's like,
pitch?
yeah, it's like
What has happened?
Yeah.
I think the MVP has happened.
Ask her on her dating.
Yeah. Oh, my dating life? Yeah. No, not that.
No.
That hasn't happened.
Let me pause on the video.
Yeah. But I think I have an email list of 200 and I've sold maybe 20 bands. Actually, a lot of the band purchasers are men. Yeah, which I have in the email list is maybe a little bit more male heavy, which is nice because then it's like the women can approach if they want to be bold. Yeah.
So it's like, I guess my question is still be, it's like, how do you go from where you are to having critical mass to actually make it work?
Yeah. Yeah, I think starting in Rochester with events, big events, singles events sell out. One of the big bars in Fairport has a singles event, singles mingle, and it sells out, and it is shoulder to shoulder. And I'm like, why aren't we doing this more than just February 13th, once a year? So, yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity at festivals, concerts, things like that.
Your monetization strategy. You said events, like how are you charging and the upsell features?
Yes, all of the above. Charging to get into events, giving the wristband away for free for people who buy tickets. You can purchase a wristband. Then there's also clothing, bold, single, like literally people are wearing QR codes now that say like date me in the airport, and you can like scan the QR code. So people aren't afraid to advertise their singlehood. So a whole brand around like the bold brand, being single, purchasing the wristbands, event tickets, and then memberships for you can see other people in the area. If you want to have your location turned on, I'm shopping in Wegmans, and oh look, there's 20 other bolt banders in here somewhere. Like it's a game finding them. That's the idea. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So.
You want me to go in that order?
Doesn't look like
Audience
you
choice.
If I I would have brought him Xanax with me.
Come in, Claire.
See, there's your next
We're gonna have some announcements in a second here, guys. I'm gonna ask for like 2 things, so we're gonna go through a couple announcements. But Max Irwin, who left a little while ago to take care of his little one, said that for the upcoming winter they're about to announce, he's also gonna give them a free ticket to the Flower City AI conference. So we also have a ticket for that. Heat in the pot, we'll say. And then I'll just ask, like, after these announcements, if all of the founders and all the judges come up, we just take a quick photo to memorialize this in history. So I'm gonna hand off to Flossie, who's gonna give the announcements of the winners.
We can do a little drum roll.
Yeah.
All right, the winner is in, and it is Main Connect. She's like, do I come say words? What do I do?
You have to say words?
I don't have a physical gift to hand you.
Speech.
So, do you
Keep
want me to say
moving,
what?
yeah.
Do you want me to say why?
Yes, give us-
So this, you are in our top 3, all 3 judges. You nailed your pitch in 1 minute. You hit all the core pillars of everything a pitch should hit in 1 minute. It's viable. It seems like it has a good market. You have traction. You're doing your MVP co-vibing. So great job.
Thank you.
All right, and then we have audience choice, which is, we'll do another drum roll. Moka, energy bar. We love that you're already in manufacturing, you have a full product, you know your stuff inside and out, every question, you knew it right off the top of your head. You're gonna do awesome things, so great job.
And I mean, before, when you went from like the little prototypes to this, so I mean, it's.
And then we had, I think, honorable mention, which I already forgot the name of it. Yeah. Honorable mention is Airdrop Acres. Good business model, good traction, all the things, you're building it correctly, so we all had you in our top 3 as well. So great job, everybody, and even though I was bribed as a Michigan fan, thank you for having
He wants it back now.
Thank you for all our judges. And if everyone wants another, drink before they head out, grab a snack before we head out. Otherwise, flip over here to the end. All right, and go Bills.
We're getting everybody out of here.
Yeah. So if the founders would come up for a photo.